right, number 17 for Flexy Not Bendy. I'm going to give you a feel-good drill to open up through the shoulders, the chest, and a little bit of thoracic spine mobility. We're going to need a stick and some sort of an elevation like a bench or coffee table. This stick that I'm going to use happens to be the dowel that used to hold art paper for the art station that Uncle had as a small child. So I went ahead and kept this because we are always looking for tools that we already have that can come in handy in the gym, oftentimes for these more mobility sort of drills. So when I said over the years, grab a stick, we've talked broomstick, Swiffer stick. So this kind of grab, okay, or keep is something to keep an eye out for, as well as those the painting extension sticks. Okay, those are handy. Recently, I got the small curtain rods from Daiso to have in the gym as well. So different widths, different lengths. All right, this is a really good length to have because it's not as long as a broomstick, and of course, it's actually a real dowel versus having a broom at the end. Although if you're using a Swiffer, remember you could always take that padding off, or the pad of the Swiffer off. Okay, let me take you down to we're gonna be about knee level, okay, as long as you could see me about knee level. Just FYI, I'm wearing shorts under my t-shirt dress, so if it rides up, giving you that info already. All right, so go ahead and use padding under your knees and under your elbows as needed if you have Princess in the Pea syndrome like I do. So the main position is that we're going to have our elbows on the elevation and remain on our knees, okay? So just know that. Now what we're going to do with the stick is we're going to take an underhand grip, meaning palms up, and we want to have, notice my elbow is outside of, my hand is outside of my elbow, okay? So if I had my hands here, it would be in line with my elbow. We want to just slide the hands out to be outside of the elbow, okay? If you don't have the stick, I'll show you an alternative that feels equally as good, okay? All right, so we'll take the elbows about shoulder width apart, grab the dowel so that our hand is palms facing up and hand is outside the elbow line. Then we'll walk the knees back because we want to be able to come, just leave the elbows here on the bench and come off here in a tabletop position to where your thighs, your home base will be, your hips are over your thighs, over your knees, okay, about there. So you're not out here, okay, or too close. So from here, we want to first obtain what feels like a neutral spine, meaning you don't want that lower back to arch, you don't want the lower back to drop, okay? What we want to focus on here is our chest. So our chest right now is facing the floor. We want to keep that chest as the focal point to drop toward the floor without arching. Okay, so it'll look like this. You're just going to just let that drop. This is a lot of gravity doing the work, and take those hands and draw it back towards your shoulder, okay? So basically the edge of your forehead, or your forehead will be right along the edge of this table, okay? So after you hold this, okay, first take a sensation of, take a minute to take in all the sensations, and then you could kind of give yourself a little release, okay, a little break, and then come back to that chest dropping, okay, keeping your lumbar spine neutral, so you do want to have some ab engagement, okay? Your legs are relaxed. And then once again, you come up and release. So we have this sort of a slow hold and release for a few reps, okay? And then I want you to get ready to hold it for a static period of time, as long as you want to. And as you start relaxing into it, don't forget to use your breath, okay? As you start relaxing into it, you want to feel like your chest could drop more and more and more, okay? And you could keep reminding yourself to keep those fists, to keep that fist towards your shoulder. Just breathe. And you could even, if you find that you're craning or cranking your neck, just think of doing that chin tuck. So just bring that chin back in line so that your head becomes more neutral. If you don't have this stick, what also feels good is to do the same thing, but take your hand in prayer pose, okay? And just draw your prayer hands above your head. Again, don't forget to breathe, okay? This drill you could do daily. This is good for your posture. Again, pick the ones that you want to work on a daily basis. Either whether you're talking about one particular or two particular drills that are repeated on a near daily basis for, a span of time, or whether you're talking about the body area that you want to focus on for that span of time. So if you have tightness through your upper body, which this will apply to everybody, this is a good one to use, all right? And you could do it in both that dynamic fashion as well as holding it for those static poses. All right, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Okay, give it a try.